Next one. I am empowered to prosper in my sweet spot. I'm empowered to prosper in my sweet spot. So here's the thing. If you're not experiencing success right now, maybe you're in the wrong spot. It doesn't mean that you're not good. See, we are all a 10 in something. So your lack of success in one area doesn't mean you're a failure. You just haven't found the right spot to succeed in. The fourth one. Oh, this is my favorite. I am not my past. I am not my past. My past is what I did, but it's not who I am. My past were the choices that I made, but it's not who I am. If I can tell you this blew my mind when the Holy Spirit said, he said, your purpose existed before your past. Oh, God. All right, I'm winding down because I know my clock is winding down, so I get it. I want to honor. My purpose existed before my past. You know what that means? That means what God created me to do existed before I ever made my first mistake. If I can help you with this, as a matter of fact, God is so thoughtful and he's so strategic that even my mistake was included in my purpose. He's like, I'm going to need them to be able to minister to this group, to this crowd. So they're going to walk through a divorce and they're going to start divorce care. They're going to walk through a loss and they're going to lead grief care. They're going to walk through imprisonment and they're going to lead a prison ministry. It's like even your mistakes were a part of his purpose for your life. And the last one is, I am qualified to lead. Just say that. I am qualified to lead. You are, no matter what your story is. About a year ago, when we were leaving the Dream Center, there was a void. They needed somebody to backfill our space. And they had nobody. It was like they were looking around and really didn't see anybody. But there was a man by the name of Robert. Robert came to the Dream Center in about 2016, 17 with his wife, Kathleen. And they joined our church and started serving. As they started serving, Robert and I had a conversation one day. And he was about 59, 60 years old at the time. And he says, man, I want to go back to school. I said, well, go. And Robert went back to school and finished his bachelor's degree. And he finished his bachelor's degree, a couple of months before we left. And so he's now finished his degree. He was now on staff as our outreach pastor for a couple of years at that time. And when we left, they were like, who can lead the Dream Center in your absence? And we just didn't know who it was. But God said, Robert can lead the Dream Center. Oh, I forgot to tell you, Robert had already been through a divorce. Robert had already made some mistakes. Robert had already experienced a failed business, all of those different things in his life. But here's the thing. When God calls your number, it doesn't matter what your past has said. It matters what his purpose says. And to this day, Robert is leading the Dream Center and taking him to a level that I couldn't take him because the focus is different than my gifting. And when I realized this didn't line up with my gifting, God shifted us. But God had somebody else with a story who had a gifting that he can move right into their place. And here's where I want to end. What if Robert said no? But I'm divorced. But I have a failed business. And God's like, no, Robert. That's exactly why you're the one to lead the Dream Center. So as I end this today, when you win, we all win. But we need you to win.